Hello guys, you're watching German Gyan. My name is Nidhi Jain and guys, this is actually the sixth part of the series which we have started for Modal Paper series. Modal Paper series for TELC and GoEthE. So basically this is the Modal Paper 2 which we are launching every Saturday at 7 p.m. The Modal Paper are coming already. 4 Modal Papers has been launched for A1. A2 1 Modal Paper has been launched. So this gonna be the A2 second Modal Paper. I hope this series is helping you. For the 2 more Modal Paper will be coming for A2 and then it gonna be the chance for B1 and simultaneously we'll be reaching till C2. So please guys, stay tuned and keep showering love to German Gyan. Do subscribe it right now. Keep liking, keep sharing. And let me just tell you, if you want the exam preparation, if you want the online or offline German language classes for any level, brush up classes, interview preparation, anything, then German Gyan is a one-stop solution. Do remember it. And now let's start the Modal Paper.
Lesson module. In lesson module, you have 4 tiles. In lesson tile 1, you get 5 questions and for each question you get 3 options. You have to put a cross on the answer which is correct. On the screen, you can see the text for the lesson tile 1. But don't get nervous after seeing this text. You don't have to read it completely. First read the question and then find the answer from this text. So now read the first question. The question is Die Kunden von Peter Schaub and the options are können Essen nur online bekommen, können ihre Essenwünsche vorschlagen, bekommen im Internet Kochtipps. Now in order to find the answer of this question, go back to the text and start reading it. When you will start reading it, you will get the answer after reaching line number 11 and 12. When you will read this line, you will come to know that the answer of this question is option A. So now you have to put a cross on option A. Like this, you have to do the second question. Read out the question. The question is Peter Schaub lieferte den Kunden das fertige Essen, hat wenig günstige Angebote, macht das Essen bei seinen Kunden zu Hause. Now to find the answer of this question, start reading further. Don't start from the very beginning and you will easily get the answer. Like this way only you have to find the answers of question number 4 and 5, and remember you have to put a cross on the answer which is correct. Lesson tile 2. In lesson tile 2, again you get 5 questions and you have to choose the answer from the options given. On the page you can see the information regarding electrical market. Now there are some words which are very important for you to understand. So the words are Erdgeschoss, which means ground floor, Erste Stock means first floor, Zweite Stock means second floor, and Dritte Stock means third floor. After watching this information, you will come to know that what all things are available on the first floor, on the second floor, and on the third floor. And with the help of these questions, you have to answer the following questions. Now read the 6th question. The question is Sie brauchen einen Film für Ihre Kamera. And the options are Zweite Stock, Dritte Stock and Anderer Stock. Now what you have to do is don't read out the complete information which is given. Just read out the options which are given to you in question number 6. This will save your time. So now just read the options which are available in second stock and check whether you are getting a film or not in the second floor, and not then check the third stock and see whether the film is available or not. If you get the answer then you can mark second or the third floor, and if you are not getting film on either of the floor, then your answer is andere stock. Now look at the information box. Check on the second floor what all things are available. So on second stock are tablets, notebooks, PCs, monitore, Spitz-Median, Drucker und Scanner, software, Netzwerk. So in these options, film is not available. That means second stock cannot be your answer. Now check the another option, which is third floor. So in third floor you have CDs, DVDs, videos, Karten for Verkauf, Kunden bitte Service, Umtausch Reparatur. Now again on the third floor also you are not getting film. That means your answer is andere stock. Like this way you have to find the answer of question number 7. So now let's read the question first. Sie müssen dringend eine E-Mail verschicken. Sie haben ihr Smartphone zu Hause vergessen. Now in this question it is saying that you want to send an email but you forgot your mobile at home. So now you have to find a way by which you can send an email. And your options are 𝑬𝒙𝒂𝒎, zweite stock and andere stock. Now let's go back to the text again and check if on the 𝑬𝒙𝒂𝒎 there is something useful for you to send the email. So let's read the options. The questions are Foto, Fotoannahme, Farbbildservice, Elektrogeräte, Küchengeräte, Kassen, Geldautomat, Internet Cafe. Okay, so you got the answer. The answer is 𝑬𝒙𝒂𝒎 because on the ground floor you are getting internet cafe, with the help of which you can easily send your email. Now again for the 8th, let's read the question first. Sie interessieren sich für einen Kühlschrank. And the options are 𝑬𝒙𝒂𝒎, erste stock, andere stock. Now let's check again on the 𝑬𝒙𝒂𝒎 if you are getting any refrigerator. The options are Foto, Fotoannahme, Farbbildservice, Elektrogeräte, Küchengeräte. Okay, so you got the answer again on the first floor only. I hope this style is easy for you because most of the students really find this style very easy, and also it is not time consuming. It saves your time. Like this way, find the answer of question number 9 and 10. In lesson tile 3, again you get 5 questions and an email. So you have to find the questions of those answers from the email which is given to you. Here you can see the email of lesson tile 3, and again don't worry, you don't have to read this complete text. First look at the questions what are given to you and then find the answer. Now let's start with reading the question with the options which are given. So the question is, verglichen mit ihrer alten Wohnung gibt es in Sonjas neuer Wohnung mehr Licht? Hat die neue Wohnung nicht so schöne Möbel? Sind die Lampen in der neuen Wohnung schon? Now you can start reading the text. Now when you will start reading the email, by the end of the first line you will get the answer of your very first question. The line is, Die Wohnung ist viel heller als meine alte Wohnung. This means that this Wohnung has more light comparing to the old apartment. That means your option number A is the correct answer. Now let's find the answer of the another question. So we'll take the question number 13 this time. The question is Sonja, and the options are kennt den Mieter im zweiten Stock nicht, mag keine Musik, kann nachts schlecht schlafen. Now I can give you a hint that you will find the answer of this question in the third paragraph. So let's read the paragraph. Aber es gibt doch ein kleines Problem, das ist Thomas. Mein Nachbar besser gesagt, der Nachbar über mir aus dem zweiten Stock, eigentlich ein ganz netter Kerl, aber mitten in der Nacht kommt neuerdings auf die Idee, Klavier zu üben. Ich habe nichts gegen Klaviermusik, aber nicht um 3 Uhr Nacht. Ich kann dann keine Augen mehr zumachen. So I hope you got the answer of your third question. Like this, you can find the answer of rest of the questions. Now, like this, you can find the answer of rest of the questions. First, start the reading by the question, which is Ihr Nachbar möchte Klavierlehrer werden, gibt auch Nachtunterricht, ist nicht glücklich mit der Situation. And another question is, für Sonja ist es wichtig, Probleme ohne die Polizei zu lösen, den Vermieter zu informieren, wenn etwas nicht in Ordnung ist, ihren Nachbarn besser kennenzulernen. Lesson Teil 4. In Lesson Teil 4, you get 5 questions, and to answer those 5 questions, you get 6 options, which means you have to choose the answer from those 6 options which are given to you. Now, what you have to remember is you cannot choose one option twice, and there is one question for which you will not get the answer, which means in front of that question you have to put a cross. Now, as you can see, question number 16th, 17th and 19th are already being done for you. That means you have to do only question number 18 and 20. And remember, you cannot choose an option which is already being chosen. That means you cannot choose answer or option E and A. These are the options which are given to you. And remember, don't waste your time reading the option number A because it is already chosen. And again, these 2 options are also your part from your last question. And remember, don't waste your time again reading the option number F because it is already chosen. Expression module. In expression module, you have 3 tiles. In expression tile 1, you get 4 word cards, and with the help of those word cards, you have to frame 4 questions and ask them from your partner. And before starting of this tile, your examiner will ask you the name. On the screen, you can see the cards. These type of word cards you get in your exam also. And with the help of those word cards, you have to frame a question from your partner. Like in this page, you can see the 4 word cards are Geschwister, Kinder, Eltern, Warum Deutsch lernen. So now you have to frame 4 questions with the help of these words. A possible question which you can frame with the word Geschwister is Haben Sie Geschwister? For which you can answer Ja, ich habe 3 Geschwister. Or you can also ask Haben Sie einen Bruder oder eine Schwester? And for which again you can answer Ja, ich habe einen Bruder und 2 ältere Schwestern. Like this you can frame the questions with the word Geschwister. And for the word Kinder, you can frame a question like Haben Sie Kinder? For which answer can be Ja, ich habe 3 Kinder. And another question can be Welches Alter hat Ihr ältestes Kind? And for which you can answer Sie ist 8 Jahre alt. Like this, now you have to frame your own questions and answers with the word Eltern and Warum Deutsch lernen. And you can drop your questions and answers in the comment box. In expression tile 2, you have to introduce yourself, but for that you get a card with some stitch words. That means you have to use those words and then you have to introduce yourself. And after completing this tile, your examiner can ask 1 or 2 questions from you. Here on the screen you can see an Aufgabenkarten with stitch words, which means you have to now introduce yourself or explain about you on this topic Ihre Traumwohnung, and the stitch words are wo, mit wem zusammen, große und Miete. On the screen you can see how you can introduce or tell about yourself with the help of those stitch words. Now do frame your own sentences and drop it into the comment section. Sprechen-Teil 3. Sprechen-Teil 3 is basically a conversation part between you and your partner. In this style, you two both get different cards with different schedules, and you have to plan a meeting or decide a time on which you can do a particular task which is given in the question. Like in this question you can see it is written: Sie wollen zusammen einen Fahrradausflug machen. Wann haben Sie beide Zeit? Finden Sie den besten Termin? Machen Sie Vorschläge. So now in this question you have to plan a bicycle ride, and for which you have to check when you both have the time and when you can go for the ride. So remember, your friend or your partner and you both have different cards with different schedules. So you have to suggest each other the timings and find a best time on which you can both go together for the bicycle trip. On the screen you can see this card is for the partner A, and there is some of the works are already written, like on which day the person is free and when not. So now the A person will suggest his timings and days according to his schedule, and this card is for the B person. That means he will suggest his timings and days according to his schedule. Now on the screen you can see a possible way of framing a sentence and giving your opinions and rejecting another's suggestion. Now what you have to take care in this style is that do not let another person speak everything. Take your chance and frame your own sentences, and let another person also give the chance to speak. And what is important is that you have to find a time on which you can go for the cycling. Now this is the question for you to practice. The question is: Sie wollen in dieser Woche an einem Abend zusammen etwas unternehmen. Sie suchen einen passenden Abend. Wann sind Sie frei? Wann ist Ihr Partner frei? So now this is your question, and you have to find a time when you and your partner both are free. And these are the cards for candidate A and candidate B. With the help of this schedule, you have to find a free time for both the persons. Schreiben. In Schreiben module, you have 2 tiles. Now let's read the question what is given in Schreiben Teil 1. Sie sind mit ihrer Freundin 12 Uhr auf dem Markt verabredet. Schreiben Sie eine SMS an Ihre Freundin Lucy. Entschuldigen Sie sich, dass Sie nicht pünktlich sein können. Schreiben Sie warum. Nennen Sie eine neue Uhrzeit. So now this is your question. You have to write your friend Lucy that you cannot come punctually, and while writing this email or SMS you have to include all these 3 points which are given. Means entschuldigen Sie sich, schreiben Sie warum, nennen Sie eine neue Uhrzeit. You have to include all these 3 points while writing the SMS, and remember only 20 to 30 words, which means this is your limit. You cannot exceed more than 30 words. And again take care that this is an informal letter. That means you don't have to use the Z form. You can start this letter with do form only. This is an example on your screen, like how you can write an SMS in an informal way. And remember that you have to write the Anrede and Schluss, because if you will skip Anrede and Schluss, then you will not get the complete marks. And one more thing which you should remember is, in German language every noun should be capitalized, which means do not forget to capitalize the noun, otherwise again you will lose so many marks. Now let's read the question for the Schreiben Teil 2. The question is: Die Firma Schmidt möchte am Montagvormittag in ihre Wohnung und ihre Heizung reparieren. Schreiben Sie eine E-Mail an die Firma. Informieren Sie die Firma, dass Sie am Montagvormittag nicht zu Hause sind. Schlagen Sie einen neuen Termin vor. Bitten Sie um eine Antwort. Now, this is a formal letter, so remember you have to use the Sie form. You cannot use the do form, and the word limit for this email is 30 to 40 words, which means you cannot extend more than 40 words. And again, you have to include all these 3 points, otherwise you will not get the complete marks, even writing all things grammatically correct. Now, as you can see that this question is formal, that's why this email starts with sehr geehrte Damen und Herren, and Damen und Herren is used because we don't know to whom we are writing this letter, whether the person is male or female. That's why we have used Damen und Herren. So you have to take care of these small points also. And again, after writing sehr geehrte Damen und Herren, you have to put a comma, and you can start your email with the next line but with small letter, which you can see am. And again, do not forget to write Anrede and Schluss. Like this you can write your email. And one more thing which you have to remember is, in a formal letter you have to write your complete name. That means your first name and your last name. Now this question is for you. First read out the question, check whether this is a formal letter or an informal letter, and do not forget to write Anrede and Schluss. And again, what you have to remember is the word limit is 30 to 40 words, which means you cannot extend more than that.
So guys, how was the modal paper? I hope you enjoyed. I hope you are learning it. I hope the actual need which we have seen in our students, that we are fulfilling it. So do shower the love and keep learning German with German Gyan. Take care, cheers, and we'll see you in the next video. Cheers.